Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Super Cheese in the 5-minute pool on ICC. Super Cheese is not an opponent I recognize. Don't know that I've played him before. Let's go knight f3 in this position. Flexible move. He's from Australia. I think I remember Chess Explained Christoph playing him. Are we going to get another Rogozin variation? This is crazy. Yeah. I'm going to choose something calmer this time.
Check.
I'm going to go check, and then I'll play e3 immediately hereafter. Just playing for like a positional edge, a small positional edge. I don't really expect to get too much from this position as white. Not too much in the way of a theoretical advantage, at least. Black's knight being on c6 is undesirable for him. I mean, that's about all I'm working with here. I can castle. If I castle, he takes. I take. It's probably fine. Let's just castle. Yeah, he can take on c4. I take, and b5 is not yet a threat because I have bishop takes b5, and the pawn is pinned. He would lose his rook behind it. So he actually is going to do that. All right. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, this is a standard idea in the Rogozin. Retreat the bishop to d6. So maybe I can play knight e4 now. Is that worthy of consideration? I think so. It looks okay. Now I'm kind of holding his bishop hostage. a3 perhaps? Don't want my queen getting trapped. Let's take this. And if he takes with the pawn, maybe d5 is what I'm thinking. Yeah, it might give me something small. If I can get him to take and then recapture with my bishop, he'll have an isolated d-pawn. Otherwise, this knight has to move. Like, knight e5 makes some sense. Be interesting to play bishop e2 now and sack the d-pawn. Albeit probably a little unsound. I'll just play simple. I'll just do that. And now maybe here. He has a few small problems to solve. A little bit down on time, so I'll try to pick up the pace. My 5-minute rating is still pretty good, 25-17. I haven't been playing as much 5-minute because I've been recording the Bullet and the Standard games lately, in addition to the Blitz games, but nice to know that I still can play at this time control, huh? I'm going to go queen a5. This might seem kind of weird, but queen b3 I didn't like as much because he had b5. Although b5 might not have... Well, yeah, b5 was probably working for him. This way I can, if he plays b5, I have the option of retreating to the b3 square. So that's nice. Let's just take this way. I'm pinning his b7 pawn to his rook behind it. He still hasn't fully equalized. Just go here. It's kind of a position he just has to be a little careful. Like my rook can come into c7 now. On that move I was thinking of taking, because I believe he has to take with a bishop if I do that. But I can also think about playing rook c7 all the same. Ooh, that might be really good. Just got to watch my back rank a little bit. Rook c7. I'm a little worried about my back rank. I'd feel better about playing it if I had played like a move like h3 or something. Rook c7, can he possibly play queen d8? No, that can't work. Let's do it. It looks good. If b6, I can play queen c3. I want to say I'm threatening bishop takes f7, but I'm not yet. Bishop takes f7, queen takes f7, rook d takes d7 would run into queen takes d7, and my back rank is a problem. So, and the only thing I'm really threatening is to take on b7, I suppose. Maybe I'm threatening to just play h3 or something on the next move. So like I said, I'd really like to solve the back rank issue. Yeah, he can do that. But queen c3 keeps all the pressure on, does it not? Maybe queen d8 now? If queen d8 now, though, he'll drop a pawn. I take and then take on e5. I also could possibly have captured on c8 on the last move, but he was going to take with his bishop if I did that. His position just looks a little ragged right now. There's weak pawns. My pieces are superior to his at the moment. Bishop g4. If he plays bishop g4, I can, what, take on e7? Plays this move. Yeah, I think I just want to play like a calm move. You know, like h3. Now I never have to worry about getting checkmated on c1 or something. Or d1. Now bishop takes f7 is becoming a serious threat. Plays bishop e6. Okay. What's going on if I take... If I take e5... I mean, I think that bags me a pawn. Yeah. Let's pre-move this capture. If rook d8, I can play my bishop back somewhere, like bishop f3. And this pawn will be weak on b6. Rook c8. Okay, just checking to make sure I'm not running into anything. I can do this though, right? Don't see a problem with it. If he takes d5, I take with my rook. He gives a check on c1. I have king h2. There's nowhere he can go with his queen that will worry me. So I'm up 2 pawns. He can still pin me. He can play like rook d8, but I always have this bishop f3 move or even e4 if necessary. I probably would opt for e4 right now. For rook b8, I can play queen takes a6. So that's no good for him either. Yeah, I don't see how he's going to get out of this without being down 2 pawns. His time is dwindling too. Has to make a decision soon. I bet he'll play rook b8 or maybe take on d5. I think one of those 2 moves would give him the best chance. Queen a4 hits my rook on d1, but I can just play b3. Yeah, he does that. I'll just play this move. Remove that capture. He can bring his queen in, but it doesn't do anything. This defends everything. Now I'm hitting h6. Let's just try to bully him with a trade. I could try to take that pawn on h6, but it's not necessary.
Check.
Huh. Just to go here, I'm going to tuck my king on the g2 square. I'm going to try to attack a5 if possible. Yeah, let's just do this.
Check.
Oh, I dropped a pawn.
Check.
Yeah, technically speaking, I'm not playing this extremely well.
Check.
But, I am making progress a little bit. Yeah, and he forfeited on time. Alright, I'll take a look at this now. Let's go back.
Check.
So I played this capture on f6 this time. instead of bishop h4, the sharper move.
Check.
And this appears to give white like a little something. I mean, I think if black is playing precisely, this should be almost nothing. I wonder if taking on c4 and then playing e5 is better for him. Just a more direct way to play. If I play d5, he might be able to play this move, opening up an attack on my knight, and also bishop takes c3. The queen now attacks the knight on c3 as well. So I don't know that it was necessary for him to play a6. Yeah, because here I think I had a small advantage. d5. And I was hoping for a scenario like this, where, again, I have a stable edge because he has the backward, or not the backward, the isolated d-pawn with nothing to show for it. Super annoying position to play for black. It's one of these positions where if you make one misstep and you're super cheese in this position, your position is going to go downhill rapidly. Black needs incredibly precise defense here to completely equalize. Or I don't even know if they can equalize. Probably not. Like, let's just take a look at the engine and see what it says. Yeah, big advantage to white. I have my rooks on good files. My queen is posted actively. I have a good bishop in the center. It's attacking the b7 pawn. Also creates some threats on f7 for later. And I'm ready to infiltrate down the file. So he went here. Yep, rook c7 seems to put him in a big bind. b6, queen c3, keeping the pressure on. And he had to spend a lot of time around here in order to neutralize my play. Looks like he came up with the best move, bishop e6, but there's not really any good way for him to avoid losing a pawn, at least. Yeah, and that was maybe unnecessary, just giving me this pawn. Because now he played rook d8. Yeah, and this position is a technical win for white. I get the sense that I maybe should have just started advancing my queenside pawns.
Check.
I mean, on paper, there's no way I shouldn't be winning this position fairly easily. So, yeah, like around here, got a little sloppy. I played queen d5, he went here. And I decided, well, I'll just take this pawn, and then he'll take on d6, and I'll have two connected passers. But actually, that wasn't so great. I don't need to play that move right now. I could even just play something like b3 if I wanted. He can't move. So, yeah, actually his queen has 0 squares, practically. I mean, he could go to c3 maybe, but I could also do something the computer was suggesting, like right around here, which was to play rook c2 and try to bring the rook into c7, or alternatively maybe bring the rook into c6, which defends the pawn, applies pressure here. Well, also I'm threatening rook c8. That's probably the biggest threat of all, with potential mate on c8, on h8. So, yeah, if this was, if the time discrepancy was not so huge, I would have had to find a way to win this more precisely. I was trying to make sure he didn't get anything going perpetual-wise, but actually I don't have to really worry about a perpetual. Like, the engine's just saying advance the pawn, because this pawn structure is ideal for stopping his perpetual checks. Like, say he gives me a check here, and I play king h2 and he does this. I can just play a queen move to defend the f2 pawn. That's the base of my chain with the wave breaker pawn structure, which is, again, the pawns on f2, g3, and h4. So as long as I keep that defended, my king will not be exposed. And he will have to try something like this, something extreme, like this and then h4, in order to expose the king, but it shouldn't work. Yeah, the computer's showing plus 5.5, so it doesn't work. So, alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I will be back with another Blitz video tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.